AstroNerdBoy here. Today I want to go over a game that I used to play a long time ago called Marvel Strike Force, which I started when the game first came out. The reason I wanted to do this video is that we, in my Fate Grand Order streams, I frequently talk about how I wish Fate Grand Order was more of a hero collector type game. And Marvel Strike Force is one of those hero collector games. So I've had some people ask me a bit about what a hero collector game was. I've had some other people ask me about Marvel Strike Force. So Mobile Gamer recently did a video, and I'll have a link in the description to his YouTube Marvel Strike Force channel and his Twitch channel. But he did a video recently, and I thought, well, you know, I'll look back into the game, I'll see how things are, and we'll go from there. So as you see here, there is a ton to do. Unlike Fate Grand Order, there is a ton of things to do. All right, so we got daily objectives here. Now, last night I logged in to get to burn off my energy. I was at max energy, so I've already finished some of the daily tasks that I have to do. But 3 times a day you get free energy. For me, it's at noon, and then 6 p.m., and then I think like 9 p.m. maybe. So 8 or 9 p.m. I don't remember exactly when, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that now. And I have my energy is over the max. I did 10 campaign missions last night, so I've already done that task, so yay. I did them on auto win. We'll show you that in a minute, so yay. And I opened 2 orbs last night, so yay. So now then, for the rest of the day, I've got to do, for my dailies, I've got to do 3 villain missions. I got to do 2 battles in arena. I got to equip 1 piece of gear. I got to train up 1 character. This is not a task that you need to complete your daily task, but you really should to help your guild, your alliance, to get to be able to run raids. You need to contribute your 600 points. Well, keys is what they're calling it. But I gotta do 3 hero missions. I gotta do 2 challenges, 3 supply purchases, 2 blitz battles, and that is what completes all the daily tasks then. These are the Ultramus raid keys, but there's 2 different kinds of alliance raids going on. We'll show you. And make 1 donation to the alliance, which we can do that now. Okay, this is from yesterday, so that was my donation. Now, gold is very precious in this game. These cores are the premium currency. I'm going to go ahead and donate my deal. You saw a little pop-up down there. We'll go into that more in a bit, but so I've done my daily task donation to them, to the guild. And then this is, I'm not going to go into this in depth, but basically I can power up my team with this start tech, and I earn points. As you see, I've got 770 of these little deals to currency to boost up my characters depending on what type they are. Tech, bio, mystic, skill, or a mutant. So I think I was working on focus. So as you see, I just, now then my characters who are mutants have a 9% bonus on focus, which is basically their ability to land a hit. But if you notice, I've got everyone else. Armor and resistance were always the last to go. I need to check to see if that's still the case. But yeah, most of this stuff I did from when I played the game the first time. So, but this is where our guild is in terms of points, and then what kind of reward we'll get. That's just to help your team overall. So this is the reward I get. So I'll get 150 more of that currency and 100 XP for my character. My player character, which is at level 70, and then one of these things, these promotional credits. We can talk about that more in a bit. So we're going to keep working on the dailies. I'm going to try to show how much time it takes to kind of do all your dailies if you ever want to play this game. There's a ton to do in this game, unlike Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order is hot or cold. You know, there's no true event going on where you're trying to get a free servant, a welfare servant. You know, there's not a lot to do right now. As I record this video, people are going through the Lost Belt 1 storyline, and that's it. So anything else that's going on in the game is not really that. You know, if you're not interested in continuing the story, you're just draining off your AP and going on. So periodically throughout the day, though, you get the free open of these orbs, and as you see over here, this is just a possible reward. This is what I mean by hero collector game. You're collecting shards for these different characters. We're going to open up a couple orbs, and so I got one of him who, hey, I've already got him maxed out. And then these are mats. These are low-level mats. So all that was basically worthless to me. Most of the stuff is going to be worthless to me. Like 2,000, that's nothing. 2,000 gold when you need like hundreds of million. Kind of like QP and Fate Grand Order. You just never can have enough. So, but you know, there's something I'm kind of lacking on. So, you know, getting one more of that is not a bad thing. There's Venom. So I need more of him. So getting one more of him, not a bad thing to get him up to the next star ranking. But, you know, that was the total amount of loot I got from the free, and by free I mean just the daily collection stuff. Every few hours, this little orb chamber thing will come open. And there you have it. Alright, so check my inbox. So our guild just did a raid. Or alliance, sorry. I call it a guild, alliance, same difference. When I restarted the game, they immediately throw you into an alliance. And it's usually based on your level. They throw you into some starter alliance. And so it's kind of casual, so that's probably going to stay there. I don't know how long I'm going to keep playing the game. But in my alliance, I'm probably one of the more powerful people, only because, like I said, I've played before. So I did pretty good. I think I was like second overall in terms of how much stuff I did, so I got a lot of loot. These are all materials. Like, you need these materials. We'll go into this in a bit to help skill up your character and your character's skills. And then these are orbs for like raid gear. We'll go into this more a bit. Raid gear. And these are raid tickets. Raid credits. Which I believe was used for a store. There's a lot of different stores in the game. Alright, this is arena. This game has player versus player, which I'm not really that fond of, but hey, I'm ranked 2,225. I get 40 premium crystals and I get that store currency. There's no way, I mean, when I quit the game, I used to regularly end, you know, around 200 or under 200. That's not happening now. I quit for so long. What was meta when I quit, you know, is rubbish today in terms of play. And there's so many characters that have come out in the year or so since I quit. So getting back up in the arena, you know, it would take a lot of time. I'm not really that worried about it. I'm not really that worried about beating people up. So every day there's challenges. Now, as you see, I have progressed. You can only do these 3 times, and you can only do one fight 3 times. So right now, when I quit, this was I don't know that this had come out. I think this was the top tier when it came out. So you can see how much the game has progressed since I quit. Because I had everything at maxed out when I quit. But the rewards have gone up steadily since. And So right now, to go to here, I need a squad of level 70, gear tier 12, and 4 red stars. We can talk about that in a bit, but red stars basically give your characters an additional boost. But there's no way I can fight and win this. What's the requirements? I mean, we can go into a fight just for to show you. And show you how quickly I'll get my butt handed to me, because I don't have characters. Like I said, when I was doing this, I was collecting the meta characters of the time. So, I mean, not Wolverine really wasn't, but like Captain America was like awesome. You know, she was like one of the best characters you could get. Crossbones was really amazing. Quake was really amazing. You know, Wolverine was less so, but he did have some pretty decent power. Alright, so the fight starts at 1x. I can start showing you it kind of at 1x, just so you can see how the animations are like really good. Well, this is like really slow, but see, they're hitting so hard. There's no way I'll be able to win this. I'm gonna speed this up actually. No point in let you see me. I mean, like taking my time to get beat up. But anyway, the thing is, I'm way overclassed here. I don't think I have any characters with 4 red stars. That was not the best move, but hey, it's been a while. Well, this sucks. To attack him. Because there's no way I can win. I mean, you want to win with a full squad, and I just lost one. I'll go ahead and go to the end. Normally, I would not even bother. Because, I mean, I'm just way overclassed. And it's going to be a while before I can even do this. I'm barely scratching him. I'll be totally dead here. So it'll be a long time before I can do this. And if I play the game at all, I'm going to have to figure out what to do as far as priorities. Right now, I'm going to work on getting Star-Lord. We'll talk about that in a bit. But this is the fight right here that I've already done to 3 stars. So I'm not even going to bother showing you the fight. It's pretty much the same thing, except the enemies are easier. And I'm just going to collect the loot and have them. And the same thing over here. I mean, let's see, I don't have any 4-star, any characters with 4-star. I don't think. If I have anyone with gear 12, it's very few. I do have some members that are level 70, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so he's got 2 more gear tiers to get up to 12, and he had no red stars. He's got, you know, I don't even have him at a 70. He has 2 red stars out of the 4 needed. It's kind of an annoying thing about this game. All right, he had 2. Again, all these characters I would need to burn resources in to get, and at some point in time you kind of have to do it. But I may see if I can talk to Mobile Gamer or one of those guys. Maybe go on their channel and see what kind of guides they have if I want to play this for real. Because this game can be so overwhelming in terms of there's so much to do, and it's hard to. You got to be focused. You got to have a plan, and you kind of got to stick to it. At the same time, there are other things that you got to do. So you can't. I don't think you can just like be sole focused. I think you have to. You know, at some point in time for those challenges, I am going to have to get some characters up to get past, you know, whatever challenges there are, whatever I need, like for gold maybe. You know, so whatever characters Sunday, today is Saturday, tomorrow this will open up. Well, gold is like really important. So maybe I work on a team that helps get my gold up, stuff like that. So because you got all kinds of different teams, and we'll talk about that more as we get to it. So we did 2 challenges, so yeah, there's our reward for that. All right, let's go ahead and while we're here, this is a in the blitz mode. I'm already over the 500 max. The only time you can get over the 500 max is special conditions. And I'm not gonna be doing that much blitzing, so I'm gonna go ahead and collect it now. But otherwise, you would kind of wait to collect that if you're going to be a heavy blitzer. We'll talk about you'll see why in a bit in the blitz mode. But anyway, we have to do the missions here. There's no Sometimes they'll have like little events where a certain character or other will get bonus drops, and I think that's what I was doing the last couple of days. There's nothing happening now. All I need is like 3. I don't want to spend that much energy, no. How many of those? I have 78. Just need by Wolverine. How many of those I have? I have 10. Okay, we could use that. So I'm going to do just the 3 because I'm not really collecting that hard on that. I'll get my rewards. Like I said, if I was a heavy blitzer and we're going to blitz mode later, I would save that. But I'm not. So, ooh, you know what? It takes a while to. It takes like 10 minutes, I think, between battles. So let's go ahead and get a. This used to be the meta team when I played. My goodness. The rewards. I think they've changed the reward structure some. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure I used to get 500. No, I used to get 100 cores, so maybe I was getting 550. I want to say I was in this rank, but I was definitely for sure getting 500 or more. But I think I was getting 550 now. I was pretty sure I was getting 100 cores a day. So I'm pretty sure this was the rank I was in before. I don't remember if that's exactly the reward structure because it feels different to me than it did. But obviously, the more you do, the more you get. So, like the Krakens and stuff, the Uber Whales are going to be up in here. You know, yeah. And just to show you the different deals, is you can set a defense in the game. So, like I said, when I quit, this was the meta team. Kicking your butt. I quit right when Red Stars. So, as a meta team, they were probably going out actually. And then there's there's all kinds of different stores. This is an annoying part of the game. They will constantly try to sell you stuff. So this is like, for those of you who play Fate Grand Order, this is definitely something different. In Fate Grand Order, the only thing you buy is characters. You know, and you buy a chance to get a character, a servant. You know, you might spend a few $100s and get 1 5-star servant, and that's how they make so much money. Whereas this game gets its money in kind of a nickel and dime fashion. So You know, like this, you get this offer here to get these premium orbs, to get a chance of 50 shards of different characters, and then whatever these 20,000 of these orbs and 50,000 of these, 2,000 of these orbs for the low price of 25 bucks. Ooh. We'll go into the store later, but there are all these different stores. I'll talk about more in a bit, but you could access it from multiple different places. So as a quality of life thing, it's actually kind of cool. All right, so my team power is 173,599. As you see what I'm going up against. yeah, pretty bad. I doubt, even though I'm slightly more powerful than this used to be a meta team for a bit. I doubt I could do that. I'm just kind of showing you what all is out there. Yeah, Mike, I think I could take this down. Although they got some red star characters, and I don't really have that many. We'll do a fight though. I hate jumping up that far ahead. But, you know, I hate losing fights. I was telling Western Otaku, who plays Azur Lane, and he's doing these PvP fights and losing, but still getting some kind of reward for it. I was like, man, I hate losing. I don't play games to lose. I went ahead and left that load screen in there just to give you a sample idea of how long a load takes. All right, so we got a clock ticking. So I'm gonna go ahead and slow down the fight just to kind of show you. May not be the best call. This is a very defensive squad. This is the kind of show you the animations. I never play at this slow speed. Who do I want? Who do I want? Priority. Yeah. Let's try to take out the healer, I guess. So it's very slow. The reason I targeted Captain America is because the her attack would hit people on either side. So the only time you'd play at 1x is basically to enjoy the animation, but that gives you kind of an idea. But I'm going to speed it up because we're running out of time. And that's the thing, you know, they give you a time limit, and yet, you know, you want to enjoy the animations. Well, guess what? You're not going to. Yeah, I may lose this one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stun him, I guess. Ooh, we got bleed too. Did not. He's very hard to get rid of the. We're gonna summon in some minions here. Ooh, okay, this is why he was meta back in the day. Do you remember from that one Avengers movie where he blew himself up? So, but unlike that movie, he does not die. He's now death proof. He's got 2 turns of death proof actually. So. So that minion can do some healing if we wanted to. That was you know, we didn't need to do it, or this fight's almost over. It doesn't matter if you don't have all your characters at the end of the fight. It's just, did you win or lose? I mean, his first ability can take away. It did not work then. He can taunt, but I never have him taunt. Her ability can slow people down. Her first attack. He steals abilities from other people, buffs. Oh man. Alright, she just sped people up and went under stealth. And he's just punching. Punching. Bashing. I'm gonna have him stun, have her stun him. Alright, slow him down. We're just trying to get through the fight. 2 minutes left. Ooh. But you see, that's why you can't really go on slow. I kind of jumped up in the rank. But I'm quickly going to hit. I'm going to keep hitting, even if all these people have quit ahead of me. You know. I really don't see how I beat any of these people. This is the character I'm going to go for. So, he was available when I quit the game, but you know, at the time I was doing other things, and like I said, he was not like meta back then. But they've made a lot of changes to the game, you know, to improve some of these characters. So I have her. I have all these characters unlocked, but not at the point where I can get him. So that's something I'm working on. So, but as you see, there's a countdown. Wow, it's more than 10 minutes. Okay, wow, like maybe 15, maybe. And you know, unless I was a content creator all the time, I would never do this. I would never use cores to do another battle. But if I was a content creator for Marvel Strike Force, you know, maybe I would, to show off certain things. Although, to be honest, you don't have to. Blitz is another PvP mode. That's where most of the content creators, when they want to show off things, that's where they go. But, yeah, see, we're at the point now where, you know, my weak team is just not going to cut the mustard. Everyone else is just... This is about as high as I can go. And if any of these players are playing still, which probably, I would probably bet they aren't. And I say that because, you know, like you know, yeah, maybe the Guardians of the Galaxy team, maybe they're playing. Maybe. It could be playing. But anyway, so we got 10 minutes to kill before we can do that. So we've done one of our 2 deals there. So let's go ahead and do this. If you want to do a piece of gear on a character for cheap, just to get the reward, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just go down some, you know, level 1 character. Strife is the new one everyone's trying to get. I don't know how I managed to unlock him. Oh, I think I got like a 50 shard drop the other day. So this, you know, low level piece of gear, it cost me like next to nothing to do. And hey, you don't get much of a reward for it. I mean, it's just like crap. And once you get your character, your player character, this is me, the max level, you know, this requirement for the daily goes away. They replace it with something else. So we gotta train up a character. Again, you could go cheap if you want, and just like get a luck, like yesterday. I think I made him to level 2. But I think today, see, it goes up. See, I could get him to level 70. Well, no, I couldn't. See, I don't even have enough gold. Again, from 60 to 70 is just, like I said, the game does not give you a lot of gold. That was kind of one of the reasons I kind of quit, and they really have not improved that much. They've improved it some, from what I've seen, but they really haven't done a lot. So it just takes, there's too much of a gold requirement. So I got some sort of other deal there. There's too much of a gold requirement. We'll come back here later. We're just claiming our road dailies. All right, so we still got time there. All right, 3 hero assembly missions. You know, this is this is for Fate Grand Order purposes. This would be like the continuation of the story. I'm not even sure if I could do that. This is the rewards. First time clear, we get a power core. And there's the enemies we'd have to fight. They're all 4-star. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't win. And you know, it's like, seriously, Red Stars really changed this game. That was another reason why I kind of quit. I mean, it was oops, I don't know why I went to arena. Oh, okay, that's why I clicked that. Let's go back in here. Sorry. I mean, the requirement's like at level 6. If you look, This was at our tier 6, I should say, or chapter 6. Chapter 6, look at that. No biggie, right? Chapter 7, insane. I mean, you know, not only did they go from blue gear, which is fairly easy, they went to high level purple deals. That's what the little aura circle things behind the characters are. And the red stars, we'll look at it in a bit, I guess, but the red stars basically, the more red stars you have, the more powerful you make your character, in addition to other stats. So I can't even do this. This is like insane. So I think the story technically ended in 6, and then they're just like continuing it on. I do want to kind of get him. I've almost got him to 7 stars. There is a part of me that wouldn't mind having him at 7 stars, just to have him there. So I have been kind of sort of collecting him at 7 stars. Otherwise, the rewards, you know, because it was so weak back then, you know, there's not like a lot of. Yeah, look how weak the hell. 6,000 power versus 50-something thousand power. So I'm just going to, normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm just going to do an auto win, and I'm just going to burn all my temps. And I got nothing. No Captain America shards for my effort, which sucks. So now this is something that you can do to get free energy. I guess kind of like the apples in Fate Grand Order, but not nearly as frequent. All right, so we've talked about Blitz. Let's go to the Blitz. And I did. They started a new Blitz campaign, but basically, you run a whole bunch. This is where you can. This is kind of like Setsubun in Fate Grand Order, I guess. Excuse me, no character limits, but like Setsubun had, but this is basically where you run your entire all your forces through, if you want to advance a lot. Now all I need to do is 2 battles, but the more battles you do, the better off you are. And this is a ladder system, so I think I only did 2 battles yesterday. We'll see if this is even going to be strong enough. Now, it takes... So I took a weak team in here. It's 84,000 power. And because we're still early on in Tier 1, you have to complete 4 sections to complete a tier. Like I said, I did 2 battles yesterday. So, as you go up in tiers, and then as you go up in the battles within the tier, it gets harder and harder. So, Tier 1, we're still easy. And then when it's Tier 2 starts, it'll get... You know, drop back to being easier again, and then get harder and harder, and on and on and on. I think a lot of people get easily to Tier 8. I will not, because I just don't have teams that can do it. But it gives you 3 random opponents, and you can cycle through. It's like, all right, well, which one of these smackheads do I want to fight? I don't think it really matters much at this low level, although this is a pretty rubbish team. But the reason you do it is because you'll see in a minute. Right now, there was no cost for me to do this fight. And there's those reward things like that I showed you earlier. See, I'm over the 500. Let's just fight this guy. We should win in theory, but that doesn't mean we will. All right, so let's try to smoke through this. As you can see, this playing this game probably every day will take you quite a bit of time. Let's see, what does this skill do? Well, we don't need to use that because it's clear as positive effect, so I'll just do the basic. And you got a heal. What is this? This is an AoE attack. Fair 1 positive effect off for each enemy. Rhino has one. I'm going to save that though. Alright, so none of my team needs to be healed. This does a heal and a defense, so we're just gonna bye-bye Punisher. All right, so this is he's gonna put stealth on all allies and evade on 4 allies, including himself. No, he didn't get evade. So it's kind of like a taunt in a way, because they can't go after anyone but him. So we're gonna attack and go under. Well, we're already under stealth, and if you look at there's like 2 stealth 2, so it's like 2 turns basically. We're gonna remove his retaliation buff, and then I'm going to. He's got a very defense heavy team. All right, still don't really need to. Just doing basics here. Okay, may lose him. All right, that's her big power attack. We're going after Wolverine. Wolverine can hit hard. Let's go and do a heal up and defense up. Now, this game doesn't differentiate between like if you're bleeding, burning, or whatever. It just is. It's the debuff on it is a damage over time. Well, I probably could have done an AoE there just to go ahead and just try to make things faster. He's probably gonna die because I did that, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that just to try to get some more damage down on everybody. Come on, let's go. Like I said, this was a defense-heavy team, but we got it in the bag here. See, all the this it says bleed, but it's the little hourglass is a damage over time. There's no time limit, by the way, on how long you take to do a blitz battle, unlike PvP. And as you notice, there's all kinds of interesting things going on in the background, like that submarine back there. But like if he had fire damage, it would still show the same little damage over time. Icon, it would just say fire. So it's kind of a that was something I missed in from Marvel Avengers Alliance. I mean, if someone had burning, it showed a little burning icon. And if they were bleeding, it, you know, I think that was where they had the hourglass and stuff. But so anyway, we just did a fight, and that was we got a little bit of a, I think, a little bit of a reward. But okay, so if I wanted to use the same team, it would cost me 25 of these currency. So if you're hardcore in the blitz, you would use the 25 points. Now, it keeps, as you keep using the team, the cost to keep reusing them will go up over time. So, what kind of rewards do we get? Okay, so we got a milestone for reaching so many points in the blitz. This is why people do the blitz hardcore, because the 20,000 gold is not a ton, but you know, it starts adding up quickly. It really does. So blitzers can get, you know, a little bit of gold this way, and these are to heal. So if you wanted to heal your team out of the deal, I don't know if it's for blitz or for some other mode. Actually, oh, it's for raids. Oh, okay. So they're giving you a reward for another game mode. But I'm gonna change teams and go from there. So let's see. Like I said, these are all weak teams. Let's bring in my villains team, and with Kingpin at the front. Let's see, there's no cost because he's a fresh team. There's no cost to do the battle. Now this used to be a starter team, well, not with her, but the defenders. So this is like a pseudo team to start with. Yeah, this is a little bit more like it, although Spider-Man's not normally part of it. But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna battle this team, I guess. Alright, he's my priority. So I'm gonna force him to taunt, and that way Luke Cage is a taunter. That way, if he decides to taunt, now normally he'll taunt himself, but that's okay. We can attack the primary target for 200 damage, 20% crit, 70% chance bonus attack, for 190% damage and 40% crit chance. So, who healed? Oh, it was her. Okay, this is a pretty good because you get offense up for 4 allies for 1 turn and speed up for 4 allies for 1 turn. So, and it's got a really low cooldown, so based on my level. That has a chance to apply bleed. What does this do? Alright, we'll get a heal block on him. Oh, well, we took him out totally. Alright, so these are cannon fodder. They go and they immediately taunt. So, highly unlikely that you'll get to use them as an attacker, but occasionally you do. Attack the primary target. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that because he's going to try to heal himself in a bit. Alright, this is just the basic. And that's his basic. And he can grant 1 ability energy to an ally. So what that does is it basically reduces the cooldown on when you can use an attack. So this is, it's rare that you get to use, see, he's almost dead. He's got offense down, so he's not going to hit for much. Normally these guys die right away. But when they don't, well, hey, you can use him, so he's gone now. Let's get a bleed going on him. We still got he doesn't have a taunt. He's gonna try to, well, we don't have the ability block. Let's try this. Just gonna go ahead and get rid of him. Alright, so we can put offense up and defense up all over the board. Alright, so now we got speed up all over the board. Okay. Go ahead and take him out. He was death proof, but we got rid of him anyway. He's dangerous. He can hit hard in an AoE. And what does this do? This is gonna be way overkill. Let's just do a basic. Alright, let's just kill him. Let's just beat him with a cane. And then we're gonna whack him. Her actually. Attack primary target for 460. So this is like his big time attack. Ooh, look at that. If we did that on slow mode, it would have probably been like kind of a humorous kind of a deal. Some of these attacks are actually pretty funny in slow mode. But, you know, you want to make these things go as fast as possible. So that was the rewards we got for doing this. We also have a milestone that we hit, I think. Now we're on milestone 6. And then if we finish milestone 6, that's a reward we'll get. So, but these are anniversary credits. I think this is just a limited time thing. And then these are their credits for the Blitz store. We've done our 2 battles for Blitz in terms of getting our reward. So this is another. These are Blitz orb fragments. We'll show you. There's just like all these different orbs. The downside is it's all an RNG on orbs on what you get. Credits, you know, it's more specific depending on what's in the store. Obviously gold. And then we're gonna get our first Red Skull shard on the long journey to collecting him. Hail Hydra. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'll do one more battle. I had 3 more teams set up. I don't know if I have any more that I could actually set up, but these 2 are about, it's like 6 one way, half a dozen another. This is kind of like I was starting to work on defenders when I quit, because defenders had just gotten a rework and were really starting to become like kind of a meta team, I think, maybe on their own. And for a long time they were the starter team that you wanted to have, but not anymore. From what I understand, you want to go straight to Guardians and get a Guardians team going. Okay, so you see he's got 5. This is all the synergies that he gets a synergy with Punisher. He gets those synergies. He gets these synergies with Luke Cage. So just having those 2 on the team gives him 5 freaking pluses. So. Just looking to see what I want to deal with. Not particularly jazzed about any of them, but I think this will be the easier of the lot. Blitz is the biggest time sink in this game, I would say, in terms of okay, sound effects were all off on that. So we took out him before he could do anything. Let's see, do we want to do an AoE? I want to save that. I want to do this instead. Fire a grenade in the hole. Punisher actually has a pretty good so you just do a taunt. Okay. Well, we could stun him. We'd also put a slow on him. You know, kind of want to get rid of his taunt faster. I don't know if I want to do a slow on him. Yeah, what the heck, I don't care. I'll just do it anyway. I mean, we killed him, so it didn't really matter. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of you. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to slow this down because we'll see what kind of animation we get. By the way, you can do these fights in auto fight, but and I don't know if you saw that or not, but he basically, Punisher starts attacking. The angle was a little bit off there, and then as he's shooting into his opponent for the finishing move, he tosses a freaking landmine behind them, and they step on it and then blow themselves. I know that's terrible, right? I'm laughing. There's a lot of little things like that. If you ever want to play it at 1x, you get to see these funny. Let's see what it does here. Slow it down. Oh, okay, it wasn't enough. All right, let's see what he does for a finishing move. Not a lot. So we got another milestone, but you can see you just keep climbing up the tiers, and stuff. That's all I'm going to do for this video as far as the blitzes. I'll do a few more off camera, but I guess just to give you guys a feel of what it was, and then claim the rewards there. Yeah, that would be a hard team to go up against, I think. Okay, so we did our 2 battles. That's all we had to do for the dailies. So if all you're interested in doing is the dailies, just do 2 battles. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to do a few more, maybe. Just depends. But as you keep going up, like I said, it's going to get harder and harder. So I think we've burned enough time. We can probably do our 2nd battle, whether it's a win or a loss. And I think it's going to be a loss. Not really that worried about trying to advance. I'll show you the autoplay feature. I'm probably definitely using an autoplay. But like in blitz mode, for example, a lot of people will do, especially for the earlier fights, or it just depends on whatever the situation is. But you know, they just turn on auto. We're gonna lose here because we just, you know, we're just outclassed. This was a meta team that was coming into play when I quit. As you see, they just keep playing. Auto, they don't do everything. I mean, basically it's just computer versus computer. I think I could actually turn off auto and quit, and it will still count as an arena fight. All right, it took a while, so see, yeah, we're losing bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and quit just to save time, just to get it over with. Hey, I hate doing this. There's no point to me in I don't think you lose rank when you lose a battle. You lose rank if someone attacks you and you lose. But if you fight, so yeah. So basically, if you're not that interested in player versus player, you can just go in there, lose a couple of battles. You just go in there, start the fight, immediately quit, and that counts. So I like it. So just doing that, 25,000. I mean, it's a drop in the bucket. More store currency, and then this is, I think, just a limited time currency. The game's in its 2-year anniversary. All right, make 3 supply purchases. All right, any character that you have that's over 7 stars, the shards are worthless to you, so they get converted into these Ultimus currency, or this for Ultimus credit, for Ultimus orbs. Ultimus, you know, was supposed to be the end character that you get, but Ultimus is, I don't see anyone using it that much. I know when the few people that had him when I quit, it was like he was utter rubbish. They may have fixed him since then, but anyway. So we're in the since we're in the store section. Oh, that's right. We're gonna buy. We have to buy 3 things. So what I usually do is, I mean, you could, if you're just starting a game, obviously you're just gonna pick something cheap. What I'm gonna do is, it's kind of like picking stuff. Oh, man, my goodness, I need this. 8,000 though. See, if you pick like something that's 16,000, obviously, that I need. I need these. Don't need these so much. Need these. Probably need these. But look at that, 240,000. I mean, that's just such a huge chunk. Spend. But yeah, and I own 3 and I need a ton of these. So anyway, but mathematically wise, just so you guys know, if you're good at math, which I suck, the cost here, there's no discount. It's basically the same. It's basically the same as if you bought 5 of these at 16,000. So I mean, it's going to depend what you buy is going to depend on what you can afford. I mean, these are ones I'm going to need too. But wow, I mean, look at that! Just the price, it's just insane. But I need this so bad because I'm trying to get Rocket up. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. So I got some sort of high roller done there. So I need these too, so might as well let it get them. There are rewards, like you see that high roller. There's some sort of a thing going down that will reward me for going up the chart for how much gold I spend. I think. I mean, there's a big part of me that you can never have enough of these. Look at all these characters that need it, including Rocket. Who am I working on? I just saw him there and it went past him. All right, it's an outrageous expense, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I just need them. So while I'm in the stores, these are all the different stores, all the different little tabs. This is, we were getting supplies here. You see where I got three orbs that I can open immediately. So this is where you partially farm. Orbs are all RNG, which you can partially farm, like for, as you can see, here's the rewards you can possibly get. These are the best case scenarios. I think this is where I did get a the 50 strife yesterday, but most of the time you're not gonna get 50. Most of the time you're gonna, like in the side deals here, you're gonna get some sort of resource drop, some kind of scrub material. Same thing on the other side, some kind of scrub material, may or may not be needed. And in the middle, the rares for getting 50 shards. So, you know, they're all pretty much, let's see, are they weighted to any character? So there's a slight way up to Black Widow, Thanos, and Minerva. But slight way up is, I mean, look how many different characters there are to get. So RNG. So there's only a 1% chance to get that, and of that 1%, you know. And then so this is where you possibly get 25 shards. And again, it's weighed up toward the bottom ones. This is what you know you're probably mostly ever going to get 15 shards. And then of course the same kind of drop rates. It's all RNG, so you know. Let's see what we get. Rubbish. Well, you know, you know, I got. No one needs that. No one needs that. See, that's all rubbish. Now I don't think. Okay, so these are the first shards I'm collecting of him. So I had 5 before apparently. So Mysterio. I don't know how good he is. He's probably, I think, Sinister 6. Maybe he's a Sinister 6 guy. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but so I got 15 shards of him. And if I wanted to spin orbs, I could, but it's not recommended. So, all right, so I still got 2 more orbs in the store I can get. So there's the basic orbs. So these are all going to be, the best you can get is 5 in this. And again, it's like, you know, it's basically, it's like even, it's even worse than the other, but it's pretty much like 0.007. I think this is because this node drops everything pretty much, including serious scrub stuff. But you know, we'll take anything we can get. So at some point in time, I have not ranked up being, when I quit the game, Kree were pretty bad. They're needed to get Nick Fury. So I don't know, they got a buff, so I don't know if this guy is one that you need or not. I'll look at a guide at some point, but you know, well, you know, that's okay. I mean, I don't have that many of them. So we only got one. We didn't get, again, I stopped working on my defender characters when I quit, so actually that wasn't bad either. I don't have that many of those, so you know, maybe I was talking about scrub, but like that. What's 1,000 gold? It's like nothing. So, and I should never. Okay, I mean, it's like a laugh. Like if we wanted to buy power cores, this is where you do it, which I will never do. So these are all the offers. So if you're a Fate Grand Order person, you can kind of see, like, I can do 2 purchases at $2 each. I can get 100 shards of Storm, which would definitely probably unlock her if I don't have her, and if I do have her, you know, get her closer to that next star level. And then here, you know, for 30 bucks, you can get 50 shards of Cyclops, but then all this other mats. And again, hey, don't you want to spend just $2? This is how Marvel Strike Force makes their money, though, and mostly in nickel and dime stuff. So if I was going to spend money, it'd be like, ooh, $2, $4, I can get 100 shards, unlock vision, and then some. Ooh. See, they'll keep popping these up, all these different offers all throughout the game. But this is where, you know, this game differs vastly from Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order is just, okay, here's a rate up servant, now spend, you know, all your money on premium currency and do an RNG rolls, and maybe you get lucky and get one servant. Whereas this, you actually get to see, okay, if I spent $10, I know I'll get this. So I think that's why a lot of people like this, who spend, they like this kind of deal. You know, I mean, it's outrageously expensive. 25 bucks. I mean, that's not a lot of gear. I'm sure this is what does their skills. Sorry, these do the you'll see in a bit that does their improves their character stats. So yeah, you just see the offers are going to stay the same in all stores, and same thing for Power Force. Where it differs is in the orbs, which when you get enough of a certain kind of orb, it'll go red like we saw before. Like over here, we'll have some, and then you can just get it for free. These you can't buy, but see this right here with I've got 4,600 of this store currency. So to open up an orb in this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to show you. There's not a lot that you can get, but hey, so totally worthless. The why I have her at 7 stars, so it'll go into the Ultimus currency. But I need to read up on all the stuff that as far as the Blitz goes, to see what the big content creators recommend. When I quit, there were a lot of times saying, yeah, just, you know, spend your orb currency here and get a random character. But now it's so heavily into farming, and like, you know, like Strife, I know, is like a big character people want to get. And then these right here for war. Which is an alliance versus an alliance fight. But like, say if you spend 500 credits or 400 for some of these minion types, so you get a guaranteed character. There's a part of me that's questioning whether or not I should try to get Mantis or not. I'm working on a Guardians team. Probably doesn't hurt to have her, but they recommend only working on 4 characters at a time. I've actually got 5 up. Don't need her. I think I'm gonna save. I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait for now. I'm gonna see if I can talk to one of the other people, but I'll go ahead and get this to help in my war, to help my guild. All right, so over here, so I've got 7,000 currency. Now these, it's like outrageously expensive, but you can get more gear here, more mats, to help gear up your character for the currency. So, you know, it can definitely be of a help. All right, so we got 3 blue gear. We're going to collect all this stuff. These are all for free from rewards from doing the raids. So we're gonna click here what we got here. See, you know, didn't really need that, didn't need that, definitely didn't need that, you know, definitely didn't need that. When you first start the game though, I think these are pretty hard to get, and then they quickly become, after a while they become like, oh okay, now you got a ton of them. So this is all stuff you get, like just a ton of stuff for the most part. So I would never open up one of those with that kind of currency. Now, I am going to, just to show you, this is a raid orb. I know that they were recommending when I quit the game originally to, you know, it's a little bit more efficient to get like 5. But it's an RNG what you get. So, you know, it's not good. Okay. That's kind of nice to have. Cree Oracle, I don't know how good that is. But that's all I'm going to spend on the raid orbs. But, you know, so I got 5 shards. I got some shards of something. Purple raid gear. So we got enough of those orbs from fighting. So sadly we didn't get one of the jackpot 50s, but yeah, we didn't need that. But you know, at some point in time we probably will, so it doesn't hurt because purple gear is better. All right, so yeah, I mean we got a lot of characters that need that, so got a lot of characters that need that. So you know, I got 50. I'll probably go, well, only 4, but I'm gonna start working on him as part of my Guardians team. So oops, I meant to hit collect, but that's okay. It actually automatically collected, so it's no big deal. All right, we got something back for free in here. Oh, I know what it is. I actually exit the store to get it. It's the shards that get converted into Ultimus Orb currency. All right, so we don't have anything in here, but we could. We don't have any orbs here. Supplies. We do have the tickets. So we're trying to get him. So might as well go ahead and just spend 500 on there. That's the only character I'm getting out of that store. So it's going to the. This is the war store. Wow, all the characters are like outrageously expensive. This is again kind of the same thing. It's random RNG, which 3 characters you can get, and then the gear also changes. So, but this is like this is some of the stuff people go into the store because like this is the only place they can get it. Like I need that like bad. It's not like I got a ton of currency, but my goodness, I'm gonna get it because I just need a ton of those. And do I need it? Yep, see, he needs it for rocket. Well, I got 12. I think I've got enough for rocket. I think I already got the max needed, so I'm gonna hold off on that. I think I only needed 12. But you know, so the game basically, obviously, as you would expect, rewards you for the more you play, the more things you do, the more of the currency you can earn, the more things you can do in the. I have 1,100 currency. So I could open an orb if I want to. I'm not going to. With my currency, I gotta look. See, 500. I could do that. 1,000. Actually, you know, orange currency is like the best. So they got 2 different currencies in the store. Huh. So you got this currency, which does the supplies, and then you got this currency, which does the gear. Okay, see, this was not a thing when there was no such thing as war when I quit. War had not become a thing yet. So I could open up a deal here and see all this orange gear is like really high-end stuff that you need. So I'm guessing probably doesn't hurt to do that. Of course, I also need, I can get like a couple things of purple gear. I probably need that. But I keep thinking, man, orange gear. I think I'm going to go ahead and just get orange gear. So she needs it to level up or to get more gear. Okay. So no one needed that yet, but someone will at some point in time. So I'm not going to complain about that. All right, so this is for red stars. This is where you can use this currency to target a specific RNG character. Wow. Need 300 just to get him to 5 red stars. Oh, okay, sorry. This is like, I'm looking up here for it, but it's like, okay, so it looks like I've got 900 of whatever these are. When I get to 1,000, I can convert it to one of those. Gotcha. Or I can save up 5,000 of those and get a random, and get an orb and get a random chance at a 4-star or better, or red stars or better. Gotcha. Okay. I have none of these purple ones. I just have a few of those. 900 of those. None of these. None of these, of course. Alright, so we need to claim this. And we have finished all of our daily objectives. You can probably get your dailies done in about an hour or so. But, you know, if you want to contribute to your guild or your alliance, you're gonna have to do more, and then like say, hey, 3 hours and 46 minutes, come back, we'll give you more energy. And then if you want to really advance your characters, you're gonna have to spend more than just an hour in the game. But let's look at what milestones we've got. So, all right, so this event, earn points by spending gold. So the more gold you spend, the more down you go, the more rewards you get. So, what are these? Okay, blue ray gear. And this is like credits. Wow, we got a lot to claim. So, hey, look at that. What is this? Orange. So we got quite a lot there. Stuff to do with it. See, it keeps popping up. These things are annoying. Milestone. I don't want to be out of there. Alright, so we got some milestones here. Earn points by spending campaign energy. Okay. And then we got one more. What is this? Fight and battles. So okay, so this is a, oops, there it is. Okay, so I've already done this some. Looks like I'm on milestone 3. Some of these different event things for these milestones, they don't all start on the same day. So but you know, hey, you know, we can use that. It's more currency for gear. More orbs, so it looks like we're going to have a couple of orbs to open. World Warrior, so we just advanced in some other. Okay, we advanced in this one, so we're almost at the next milestone on that one. So that's where you see that those little pop-ups come up. It's these milestones, and as you see, I've got more orbs to open. So this is, you have to exit out. This is something that I can't believe they haven't fixed yet. You have to exit out of the store and then come back in. These are shards that are being converted again to Ultimus orbs credits. When you get 2,000, you can open an Ultimus orb. And what sucks though is that let's say you have, like I have a 7-star Wolverine. I can go into the Ultimus store and roll it, and I think you can get more Wolverine shards. It's like, I already have him at 7 stars. Why would I need more? You know, it's really annoying. All right, let's see. So we got, you know, I've been saving for these credits. I've been saving just to get the orange gear because that's so valuable, so hard to get. So, I'm saving on that. Otherwise, I could get like 2 blue ones. So I don't think they're counting these in the deals. It's this right here. So I've got 2 milestone deals I can do. The max shards you can get is 10 out of the center, I should say. So what kind of deals are you? Ability orb fragments. So you need 2,000 to open up. Sabertooth. Well, it looks like I can 5 more and I can recruit him. So yeah, I can definitely use that. Alright, let's open up another one. Alright. I know at some point in time I gotta collect these guys. They used to be utter rubbish. That's why I have not spent any money. And I'm still not gonna spend money on ranking them up. Once I need to start using them for whatever character that you need to use them for to collect. Like I need Guardians, for example, to get Star-Lord. I need Kree to get Director Fury. And I don't remember what these guys are needed for. But at some point they are needed. But I'll worry about that when time comes. So yeah, see, there's no red circle even though there is. So once I get to 600, 1600, I'll collect a orange gear. So let's roll down. See, yeah, this is how they keep you in the game. It's this constant deal here. So with the purple orbs, the purple catalyst orbs, or well, they're not purple catalyst orbs, with the purple currency here, this little purple currency. So we have to pick and choose what we want to get, and it's kind of like, well, what do you actually need? So I was needing a lot of these guns here. I may have enough, so I kind of want to hold off on pulling these, but you basically, obviously, you would go for, all right, whichever one of these packs. You know, if you need the purple gear for this stuff, obviously you'd get that. This is whatever you need. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm not just gonna let my ADD like, oh, must click. I'm gonna wait and see what I need and then go from there. Blue Raid Gear Orb. So, you know, there may or may not be anything I can use. Okay, that's probably useful. You know, not helpful. Oh yeah, this stuff right here, I mean, it's pretty low. There's like several characters that need it. Not right now. Iron Man will be more of a priority, I think, than anyone else. But you know, I don't know. Maybe this guy. He's another AIM person. All right, so we gotta ignore that. What else is going on? Oh, see, we got Blitz. Okay, that might be where we were just at. Yeah, it is. So they were gonna get you one way or another. Okay, so this is this was not a thing when I quit the game. I guess you need to get to 600, I don't know, to use the defense or whatever. Okay. I didn't set any defenses at all. But if I remember correctly, how far back we go? All right, so I did. Apparently, there was a defense setup period, and I totally missed it yesterday. So this guy is pretty much into it. So even though we're kind of a cheesy guild, well, a starter guild, I should say. Let's see what was the deal about how to fight this. The room with the red target is the attack objective. Attack the side that has already destroyed. Right. I think you gotta go from the center to straight down. It's all about points, so. All right, well, I don't see. I guess this is where you can put defense. Oh, well, I have a defensive team. Okay. Interesting. This is a part of the game. I like I said, this did not exist when I was in it, so so I just gave them a defense. Ooh. My A team. Yeah, see, I'm lagging behind my other colleagues in terms of, you know, characters with red stars. Alright, so that means I don't have a lot to fight with. It kind of sucks. But I was thinking we had to go straight down the center. I don't see a thing otherwise. Alright, I'm going to attack one fight. We'll just go through it. I mean, this should be easy. I don't have a lot of stuff I can use. Alright, this is a rubbish team, but it should be able to. I'm at 27,000 with this rubbish team. The defender team is it's just a rubbish filler team. But otherwise, fights are pretty much the same. It's just you're using different characters, so I'm just gonna go in there. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult. Well, I say that, but you know, watch them wipe me out. Nah, they're not hitting that hard. Well, I say that, my Miles Morales is like taking a beating. Okay, so you got some ability blocks on the field. Just took care of you. I'm not really playing this probably in a good way. I'm about to lose my Miles. Go ahead and get rid of this guy if we can. Ooh. Alright, he went under stealth, so he'll be a little bit harder to hit now. But I think we'll stay with him alive. If I'd have been paying attention, I think he does his finishing move, or one of them is to okay, so I got currency. This is the currency. This is how you earn currency. So I earned max currency, and I earned 5 points. I think you have to clear one side or the other. So it's like you fight down this side over here, and you just clear off all this and then keep going down. But anyway, so we're tied now. I only have one more. I don't even know how you get this. Oh, that's how you have to keep buying, like, if you want refreshes to do more fights. But I'll do another fight later. But that gives you an idea. This is the war thing. Like I said, this was all new when I started. So I didn't set a defense, but it looks like it kept the defense I had from before. I wasn't going to use as many characters in my defense lineup, but it kept the same ones. All right, so next up is in the alliance stuff is alliance raids. Now we don't have an Ultimus raid going on. We're doing level 5, but the higher you the more you do, the more rewards you get. Obviously, if you can get to the different reward tiers, that is. So big guilds are obviously doing Ultimus 7, and it's like a really hard fight. Hardcore guilds or alliances they'll tell you, okay, player X, this is the node you go into, and this is the path you take. So we could launch a raid, but no one has done it. I'm just gonna say, well, no, I'm not even gonna bother telling them. Oops. I thought there was an Ultimus or an Alpha raid going on. Okay, there's no raids at all. I thought, did one just end or something? Because I thought for sure there was one. Okay, one just ended. That's what happened here. I don't think we did anything. Oh. Okay, we did do something. Your alliance reached tier 1. Your contribution to the raid earned you rank 2nd reward, so which gives me some tiny pittance of these fragments. So I can't show you raids because I can't launch any and I can't do it. But basically, it's more fighting, takes time. You can do about 5 battles before you run out of energy to do raids, but there are little paths and stuff that you can take. This is the Laugher. I've done the raid deals will be kind of like, see, this is a path. The only difference is that in a raid there'll be like paths all over that you have to choose, whereas this is the single path. But in a raid there'll be like all kinds of different paths with different battles. I'm gonna show you this Dark Dimension stuff. It's just like the node I'm in right now is like just it's just stupid. So basically I'll get to scratch them because I just don't have the characters to do much. Plus, you know, I think they've tweaked things. Well, no, none of the enemies have red stars in this deal, but it feels harder to me than when I quit. Let's put that away. This team right here, yeah, this team right here didn't do much, but my quote-unquote A team used to do a lot more, and it just feels like now even my A team is just like, yeah, here's a scratch. Okay, we're all dead. And that wasn't the case before, so I don't know. Load times on this are not nearly as bad as Fate Grand Order, but they can be kind of bad sometimes. So he always gets the taunt. So I say I want to get rid of Rocket Raccoon so bad. She can redistribute health. Alright, so he's got a defense down now. And the beatings began. So Wolverine probably is not even going to get a chance to even go. Yeah, don't ask too many questions like, well, how come they can have 50 billion of the same character? Yeah, well, you know, that's the game for you. And as you see, you know, I've just basically I've scratched him a couple of times. It's gonna take, I mean, if I played this game, it would take me months to get through this node. And see, I've actually killed 3 deals, but since I got back in there, I can't even touch it. I just barely scratch, what's his face? let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't suppose it matters much. When yeah, Drax. So, I mean, basically the only way that I can get some additional character deals is to, you know, when they can do that. I don't know why that's alerting me down there, but I'll check it in a bit. So, that gives out some energy. Alright, let's get some minions on the field. It's not gonna matter. Because he's dead. See if I can get rid of that taunt. Alright, finally. Now we've gotten him into yellow before, but she keeps redistributing health. Alright, so we're gonna have him blow up. That's gonna do damage across the board. They're all bleeding, so they're all gonna be dead here in just like real shortly. And guess what? Hey, look, hey! I get to block the next attack. So, you know. And it's just about over. Yeah, so basically I got a few scratches. That was it. I mean, you know, and it's an annoying node to me, but now the Uber Whales and Krakens, you know, they were able to smoke through this fairly quickly. And the reward for this is like 100,000 gold, which is a drop in the bucket, and 4,000 gold orbs, which, you know, gives you a chance. You're probably gonna get like what, 80,000 gold tops, but if you're lucky, you might get a couple million, or, you know, a few million. You have all these nodes to go through, so each one of the nodes, okay, the gold is the same, the orbs are different. I did not realize that. Interesting. These mega orbs are orbs that you get that I think you can get like a guaranteed like 50 chart drop. But when you get 100% rewards, you get all this gold gear. You get 6 random one of these and 1,320 random of these. So you get a lot of stuff, and then if you do it in a timed manner, which is the second run through, you get even more rewards. So I mean, it would literally take me freaking, you know, if I keep playing the game, it's gonna take me forever and a day. But it's such a time sink though. This game, this is, like I said, this is, you know, compared to like a Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order is a time sink in that if there's an event, you just keep grinding the same thing over and 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 over again, right? Whereas this, every day is a grind of sorts. I mean, there's just like there's tons to do. So right now, okay, so I'm about to get my Rocket Raccoon up to tier 11. This is all the mats we did, and now we're equipping that piece of gear on him. Now we've got him. Now we gotta do an upgrade. And now we got his gear, and you see, so his power level just went up. So a little more health pool, a little more damage, a little more armor, a little more focus is the ability to land a hit. And then that's the obviously to resist debuffs. Land a hit or land yeah, or place a buff, a debuff on the character. So we've got him at tier 11. I don't know what I need to get. I'll need to research it more, but I don't know what I'll need to get. The minimum stats I'll need to get Star-Lord. But I've got him at 70. My character is at 70, but here's the sucky thing. Once I level up to 71, guess what? All these characters can now level up to 71. And it's like, oh my goodness. The gold crunch just never ends. Never. Alright, what were you at, Gamora? See, I already have her at 11. I was actually working, but when I quit the game, I was working on getting her to 12. Because she was a power hitter. Her ultimate attack, I mean, you can just hit for such insane amount of damage, but yeah. And these red dots mean I can do something, but it's using this this ability mat. These are ultra hard to get, so only the the top end guilds who are doing Ultima 7 raids are getting those on a frequent basis. Alright, so I'm gonna work on getting him to 7. We need to get his you gotta keep doing raids to get this kind of these abilities other than challenges, these mats, materials. Yeah, there's materials. What do they call this? I guess they call this gear. See, I call this kind of a material too. I don't know if that's what they call it or not, but it is to me. Anyway, so we need to start working on getting this. So this is where you start going, and this is where the game starts taking up a time sink. It's a constant farm. So, all right, we got 10 of 12. So this is where I start going one at a time. Because I only need 2 more. So I try to be as efficient as I can be with my energy. So the auto win, at least I don't have to go through and fight. There's so much to do in this game. It's already a massive time sink as it is. Alright, so I've just drained that of all of its attempts. But this game is such a massive time sink as it is that this is why they let you auto win. Okay, so I ran out of energy, but hey, I had 50, so I can get a free. This is like using an apple, and you definitely want to do this because there's no sense in hoarding them. There's no kind of event where you need to hoard it. So I got my number 12. I can back out. Now I can craft this piece of gear. Okay, and then equip it. Okay, so that makes him just a little bit more. See, it shows you what each piece of gear does. That's what it gave him as a character. So this next piece will give him 185 damage. I wasn't finished looking there. There you go. Gives him 185 damage and 5 focus, which is not a lot, but you gotta do it because you gotta get all the gear pieces fully up before you can advance them to the next gear level. So this is where the grind in this game is. So I needed 6. I've got 5, or I've got 1, so I gotta get 4 more. So now we're down to 2. I could do this, but I just don't want to waste, I mean, odds are it would have been fine, see, but yeah, I'll get lucky. I like it. So we keep advancing in whatever that little ladder is. All right. So I think we had some of these earlier. My goodness, see. So see, this is again, this is all the places that we're passing. Like, I could spend $25 and I could get like 15 plus all this other stuff. you know, it'll drop with these orbs. It'll drop with war orbs. There's a chance. It's RNG, chance, RNG, chance, RNG, chance, RNG. Hey, you know, spend $60 and I can get like, you know, 45. Plus the 45 of everything else. You know, I could spend 475 on my currency, which they don't recommend, but you know, hey, that would give me 10 more. I suppose if you're an Uber Whale or a Kraken and you're buying these cores, you don't care. Same thing here, you know. But they do recommend using your cores to refresh your campaign energy. So, look, it didn't even get me to max. Kind of sucks. All right, so how many do we need? We got 13 out of 20. Just because the drop rate is so low, that's why I went ahead and decided, screw it, I'm gonna burn it. I don't know if they recommend. I have done this in the past. If I've run out of nodes to farm, gone back and tried to unlock one of these. I mean, we're gonna need 3. Okay. I'm not collecting those, but you know, I still need them, so okay. All right. So they definitely recommend using all the cores, like I said, to keep doing that. All right, so we got one more of those. We keep getting that one currency one mat thing we don't need. Man, this sucks. All right, I'm gonna hold off on this one because of the expense. Although, you know, if I was collecting these two. I'll go back there in a bit, maybe, and do it. God grief, the drop rates are just suck. All right, so this is probably my last 50. After that, it's going to cost me 100, I think. Woo! Finally. So. Again, 21,400 gold just to get this mat up. Okay. So, alright, so we got one more piece to gear up. My goodness. So we were collecting these, so haha. So in the end, we ended up like, you know, doing actually a cool thing. We were collecting these. If I do this, it's going to cost 100 now. So, wow, no drops at all. So, I've got the cores. I could do 100, but I'm not going to today. Oh my goodness. Where is he at? 61. See, we gotta get him up to 70. Insane. There's just too many characters, and the gold crunch is just insanely stupid. That's why I have so many characters. You'll notice all these ones with orange. It's like, hey, you can star them up to the next level. Well, okay, that's true, but I don't want to waste. I can't afford to waste the gold. Early on in the game, I was always doing that, and you know, wasting gold left and right. And I will go ahead and unlock a character just to unlock them, because it's not that much gold to unlock them. But yeah, it's just, and then these are all the characters I have yet to collect. And what sucks is I'm already getting red stars for characters I don't even have. Yeah, the whole red star thing is just nuts. I wish there was a way to. There probably is a way to see, but what the red stars do. Oh, okay. This is just telling me I have 2 events going on. This Iron Man event is going on constantly, but I have to build up a shield team. So at some point in time, I have to start working on shield members and not her, because I don't even think she's farmable. Red Star Orb, you know, that doesn't help. Premium Orb, Small Stone. Oh, okay, she is farmable in Hero 7-3. Okay, so they did make her farmable. When I quit the game, she was not farmable. She's farmable now, but in a node that I cannot even remotely touch. So, as far as I'm concerned, she's not farmable. See, I need 5-star shield people, so, you know, she's no good to me. So that means I gotta work on like Hawkeye, or I need to work on I hate how they do that. I think you need a shield team for something. Something else besides Iron Man. So I don't know. I need to look to see which one of these scrub guys I need to work on, and how far up I need to get them before I get. Well, Nick Fury doesn't. I think he's gotten with Kree people, but I think the shield people are needed for some other person besides Iron Man. Maybe it is just Iron Man. I don't know. But so I only have 2 characters right now, so I probably have to get Hawkeye up to 5-star. But then as you go up, see, now I'm gonna need 6. Probably need 6 stars. Yep, 6 stars, and I probably need 7 stars. Yep. So see, I only have 1. That's why I've been going ahead and collecting Captain America. May as well just to go ahead and get him to bloody 7 stars, because I'm going to need him for this event. This event is always, he's one of the legendary characters. But it's always there, basically. It used to be a timed event like Magneto here. Magneto's event starts in 9 days, and it requires, you know, all the mutant characters or Brotherhood. 5 X-Men or 5 brothers. A Brotherhood of mutant characters. And of course, I haven't even bothered. Magneto's I think a good character. I know he used to be meta. I don't know what he is now. What is this? Oh, this is an event to earn loot. I think this is why I got. I think this is why I got those characters up to tier 5, just so I could get these mats. My goodness, that would be nice to be able to do, but you know, I would need to get. I need to farm up Punisher. See, this is the thing. There's so many characters you need to farm up to do things. It's just nuts, you know. And getting this kind of material is definitely, you know, you need to do it. You just got to do it. I mean, 135 of those and 50 of those. All these rewards are first time clear, so that doesn't count. But it's this. So every time you clear it, you get 135 of these and 50 of these. So, woohoo, right? But man, that means I gotta get 1, 2, 3. You know, I gotta get more characters up to, you know, 7 stars. Gear 12 plus, level 6 abilities plus. At least it's only the level 65. Although if you have them at level 70 at least, that then, you know. So there's just so many things to focus on. I mean, to worry about, and but like I said, right now my first priority is getting Star-Lord. And then after I get Star-Lord, you know, maybe I work on a getting 5 city heroes to 7 stars. You know, these are all pretty easy to farm. Get these 5 up to 7 stars, and then going from there. Just so I can clear this node, and when the event comes, you know, just auto clear it, and get that freaking rewards, that loot that I desperately need. So this is another event that I'll not be able to do at all. Oh well, wait. Alright, well, maybe I will be able to do it. Huh. Alright, so the easy node, okay. Let's look at the hard. Hard is where you get the best stuff. Okay, yeah. See, I couldn't do it. I could do it on easy. But the rewards, the shards, the amount of shards you get is pretty low. I guess I could do it on easy. Oh, reduced refresh cost. Ooh, that's gonna. Ooh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. It's in 3 hours. Oh, here's the Nick Fury event. So what is what do you ultimately need to fully unlock him? And you need you need yeah, all Kree. Which made no sense. It's like, why would you need Kree to unlock Nick Fury? And this is before the Captain Marvel movie came out, so I don't know what that's all about. So we got a couple more orbs, probably going to be the common ones, basic. Oh, okay, it's only one basic. So again, that's going to go to no Ultimus orb. See, this the RNG factor of getting these repeat things is just so annoying. So definitely want to get that. We want to get that orange matte material. I am in the right place, ain't I? It just felt wrong. I guess I could have clicked this. Gear drops, so. Alright, let's see what we get. So we're getting close to 2,000 premium orbs. So I don't have anyone that can use it yet, but my goodness, there will be at some point. So none of that was a waste. Okay. We got to exit out that one circle there is because we got orbs that can go into. Oh yeah, that's right. I think we were waiting on this one to see what I needed next. Actually, let's do that real quick. What do I need next? For him, for my Drax. Alright, so it's fine. Oh wait, it was this one that's fine. And it's the, there it is. Hey, that was a good one. Not so good, but we do need these too because Drax needed those as well, so not a bad thing. Oh. That looks the same as that. Oh, okay. The orb is the same, it's just how it opens is different. Okay, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. So I had the currency earlier. I mean, maybe how I should have played it is that I should have opened up because I needed them. Just, you know, I had like over 1,000 currency, and just did 2 opens on the purple. I got the orange gear, I think, just because I know orange gear is so hard to get. So I was thinking more down the road more than immediate needs. But so now I just gotta find and get this, and we get him to 12. So energy is gonna slowly regen over time. Hey, look at that. RNG for the stream, for the not stream, but the deal. Now, this is where it's kind of annoying. You notice how it's like, hey, you can craft all this stuff. Yeah, but in reality, and this is a flaw in the game as far as I'm concerned, if you can't actually craft the gear piece, then it's really kind of moot. But see, I can craft. What the problem is that like this right here I could craft, but I bet one of these other pieces, well, it's not that one. What are you complaining? What is the holdup? Alright, so we crafted that piece. Okay. So something in here. There it is. See, to craft this piece, you needed these phosphoruses. See, that's where so it kind of confuses the game when they needed the phosphorus is needed in place X and in place Y. So now then, guess what? I have to find how many more of these? Yeah, I gotta get 3 more. Oh, it probably said out here. No, it didn't. Just said 1 of 2. But when I click that, say, ooh, look, spend $5, you can get it. And that's where this game gets you, if you're a spender. Wow, we don't have much more farming that we can do for these. Everything else is in these insane nodes that I cannot do. My goodness. So. You see how this now, as I've been recording this video, we're over 2 hours now. What's going to be up on YouTube is going to be less than that because I'm going to edit out some stuff. But you can see how this game, you know, will suck in your time. And this is kind of why I quit the game. It's just it's like a constant time suck. And we're collecting all this stuff in here. And suddenly, hey, look. Woohoo! We got more Ultimus ore still. Then we got another orb thing we can open up. It's just constant. Ooh, gold orbs. Oh, well, that's cool. You get to see a gold orb open. So, I mean, if we get lucky, we get something big. I want to say that 10 million is like the max. Let's see. Center pillar. No, it's not. Okay. 3 million is the max on the center. What's on the left? Oh, 2 million. And 2 million. Okay, so 7 million. I think, okay, I was thinking 10 million. I think one time I got 1 million out of this. Let's see what we get. I predict it'll be like 100,000. Ah, wow. Okay, almost 200,000. Still, I mean, 200,000 is just a drop in the bucket. When we started this game, well, we were up to a little over 2 million. And that is it. Let's see, purple catalyst mats. Let's see. Oh, well, we need that milky milk. I might as well. Hey, that was good. We got 4 of them now, so it's a little bit less we have to farm for. And of course, you know, look at all these characters that need these syringes, so you know, that's not a waste. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Okay, just blue raid gear. It's probably going to be mostly rubbish. The occasional odd good thing. Like, that's a good thing. You know, but yeah, I've got that. This diamond doesn't. You know, no one needed that, so it's all rubbish. Alright, so let's cycle through. Like again, I could do more blitzes if I wanted. If I had set up my Alliance War, I could have done more Alliance War stuff. If my Alliance had some raids going, which, you know, they could, you know, that's more time that we would be spending in the game. So, like I said, this game has just, on a daily basis, there's just a ton to do. So, you know, and that is an appeal. That isn't, don't get me wrong, if I had more time, it's an appeal. It's, I actually don't mind there's all these different things to do, you know. I just hate that there's a gold crunch, you know. I just, you know, you gotta just, there's too much to tempt you, to distract you. Ooh, we can get him to gear. Oh, that's lovely. What did I talk about, getting distracted? So much to spend gold on. Alright, so he's at gear 11. I think the Star-Lord event drops every 3 months. So we got him to gear 11, so I guess, you know, other than maybe leveling him up, I need to see if Rocket is out anywhere where we can farm him. No, he's not in no store. That's what you need to do if you want to quickly see. He's only farmable in like 1 store. So Drax is farmable. Oh, stop it. Back. All right. You know what? I'm going to spend 100 cores just for the purposes of it. God. You know, I'm going to spend 100 cores and just to do an energy refresh. No, I'm not either. Okay, sorry. He's a store person too. Never mind. I thought he was there was a node to farm him in. But hey, look. You spend 30 bucks, you can get 150 of him. Spend 25, you can get 100 shards of him. Okay, so again, he's a store farm. You gotta kind of check that periodically, because when the store is refreshed. What is he? Oh, okay. So see, he is a node farm. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it, just for the purpose of this video. So, ooh, I got 2 whole shards. You can see it just takes a long time to collect characters, but since he's on my farm list, I definitely have to. I gotta remember to do that actually earlier on when I'm spending my energy, if I don't want to go into the hundreds. All right. So if I want to get him leveled up some more, I actually have to, unfortunately, I have to train him up just a little bit more. These early levels, it's not that much, so. I'll get him to 10. Alright, so that unlocked. At least here, the reason there's no expense, I think, is because the gear already exists. We're going to have to level him up more. Just I might as well get the next freaking level. All right, so equip all 4,400. Well, I guess this is a good thing to show you. If you've made it this far in the video. If you have, consider giving me a like. So, I mean, I had to keep leveling him up to get more stuff. But this is where, these are his skills, so we gotta level him up to 25 to unlock the next one. It's gonna be the same here. So, alright, this is popping up to 30. See how quickly we start running out of gold? Alright, we just reached a milestone in High Roller. This is all that scrub gear that I've got, like this, like a dime a dozen. That's why it's all, I don't have to farm for it. When I give him the 4-star, you see I already have a 4th red star ability. You know, I might as well just, let's see, what happens when I take him up to 50? It's 500,000 almost, but well, what the heck. I mean, he's gonna have to get there anyway, so. My goodness, look how quickly we burn gold. I mean, this is just, seriously, this is just insane. Okay. But we're at the point now where, see, now I can, like, go farming. I don't have the stuff, so I'm gonna burn off the rest of my energy. That was the ultimate purpose of that. Okay. Oops, we can do one more. And we got Jack. So I got him to the point where, you know, I can start farming. Well, I was looking for that, but you know, not one of these others unlocked, so that's fine. It's because they all share same mats at a base level. That's why all that stuff's there. So let's go ahead and just level you up. Level you up. So yeah. He's going to be pretty much stuck there, and we were not going to use that at all. These are so rare, even the Krakens and the, yeah, you know, they're very picky on only certain characters. They will burn these mats on for certain skills only. And so, if you're going to play the game, Mobile Gamer, his, I think it's OhEmGee. I'll have a link in the, like I said, in the description. Valley Flying, he's another good one. I'm not gonna burn that on him just yet. I could, but you know, these are rare mats, and I'm just not gonna do it. Don't gonna do it, Captain. It's tempting though, but you must resist the urge. So just do the stuff that you can do. And don't worry about the stuff that you can't do. And look at that. I almost burned myself down to you know what? I'm gonna take her off my favorites because I'm just gonna do what I need to do to get these 4 up. And then I'm gonna use Yondu to round out the mix. I probably got to get him to 7 stars, so Yondu and the 4 Guardians to get Star Lord. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm probably gonna have to get him to 7 stars to get Star Lord to 7 stars. He used to be one of the top characters in the game. Now he's like probably mid-tier at best. So amazing how, you know, times change. If you like the contents of this video, hey, consider giving it a like and give me a subscribe. And if you want me to do more Marvel Strike Force stuff, let me know. I may keep playing it in addition to Fate Grand Order. Man, where's all my free time going? And now you know. But there's my anime and manga blog at anime.astronerdboy.com. Again, link in the description. But if you do anime and manga, that is the place to go. Where I review different things, including the new Retro Crush free legal streaming service for classic anime titles. So, hope you like this video. And don't forget, I got a Twitch channel where I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Do Fate Grand Order, and right now we're doing Might and Magic 10, the 2014 PC game. But you know, we might even start doing this. We might even start doing this game too. So, thanks very much for watching. Have a good one, and you all take care. Later.